Hi, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. I'm back. It's been a crazy summer since Uranus entered Gemini. It's been a wild ride, to be honest, and I'm happy to be back. My name is Jasmina. I'm from Jasmina Broswick Astrology. I'm a modern Western astrologer for all of you who don't know me. Um, and yes, I'm practicing Western astrology. I am here today to talk about the upcoming solar eclipse. Um, yes, well, we are now in between. We are in the midst of eclipse season, so we are between two eclipses. So that's the period of time that is more potent, more powerful. So the things that occur in this period might have some more significance, especially in the next 6 months, or even further. So take notes of what is happening, who is coming into your life. What is happening. It's very, very important because it will have impact on you long term. I'm so thrilled to be back. um, but I'm also traveling again this weekend. So I think this Uranus and Gemini for me is going to be a wild ride. Nevertheless, let's dig into this upcoming eclipse. So I also a note for everybody: when you have Neptune transits, your eyesight can just weaken. So I definitely, with Neptune being opposing my ascendant, my rising sign, in squaring all my angles, is definitely made me wear my reading glasses for sure. So I cannot see without them anymore. So that's news with the Neptune thing. Okay. So the eclipse is partial solar eclipse, which means that is not going to be a total eclipse. So we're still going to see the sun. The thing is that because the nodes were the lunar nodes are a little bit far away from this lunation. So the lunar nodes is where the sun and moon on the ecliptic meet, right? So that's when they meet, and then we have a sense that we don't see them clearly, right? Depending where they are. So for the solar eclipse is when the moon and the sun are together, which means the moon blocks the view from the earth to the sun, so we don't see the sun. Okay, if on the ecliptic, if they're not partial, it's because they're not exactly together. Okay, so it's still going to be visible, right? So let's see. So it's partial solar eclipse at 29 degrees and 5 minutes Virgo. It's going to happen on the 21st of September at 3:54 p.m. Eastern time. And all the eclipses are part of the larger eclipse family. Okay, so this one is from Soros cycle 154. If you want to explore more, so you know, each one of us belongs to one of the eclipse family. Okay, even if we are not born during the eclipse, the previous eclipse before our birth, we are part of that eclipse. So imagine, so there was an eclipse, and then you're born 3 months after, but still the eclipse has effects until the next eclipse. So that's why we are kind of all part of that eclipse. So that it's a long story, but we can discuss it. If you want to book a reading, we can talk about it. So everybody of us belongs to one of the families. Okay, so if you're born, you can. Oh, hi, Argentum. Thank you for being here. Hi. Oh, you're walking in nature. Yes, please. Today's moon in Taurus. You should walk. Absolutely. Absolutely. So for all of you who are born for in this solar cycle 154, this eclipse will be more prominent for you. How can you find out? There's a way. Just Google it. You put your date of birth, and then it will tell you which which is your solar cycle. Okay. So these people are going to be more affected. Also, all of you who have any personal planets or angles or any planets at all, especially personal, at the end of the mutable signs. So from 27 to 29 of Virgo, Gemini, Pisces, and Sagittarius, and even a couple of degrees of the cardinal signs beginning, right? Which are Aries, Libra, Cancer, and Capricorn. And because we have a lot of planetary movement here, we have Saturn and Neptune around that area, right? So Saturn just retrograded back in Pisces, and Neptune is gonna go back in Pisces shortly at the end of. So this eclipse will also trigger this retrogrades as well. It's very interesting things that are happening. So, for example, it's very affecting my chart. I have 48 minutes ascendant in Virgo. So this is literally happening on my ascendant, and it's activating all my angles, which means it's going to be prominent, seen in the world, affect my where I live, my what I do, my relationships. Very interesting. So we'll see how it will this evolve. It's also part of the lunar family. So remember, I always like to talk about the lunar family, which means that every new moon, because it is a new moon, it's a new cycle starts between the sun and the moon, has a maturation of 27 months. So every 9 months, you're going to have a lunation at approximately the same time, but a different lunar phase. So new moon for this is 21st of September, as I mentioned. First quarter is going to be June 21st next year at 0 degrees Libra. That's why I'm saying this eclipse and this lunation is affecting also the beginning of the cardinal signs very, very much. Okay. Which is also a world point, an Aries point, which is it's going to be affect the world. So I do feel that this eclipse will have on the world, and the world changes. Solar eclipses are usually connected with back in the day with kings, which these days we can talk about governments, rulers of the countries. So I think this will have a long impact on the world. In the next 6 months, very much, and in the next 27, we will see what is going on. And then the full moon for this will be March 22nd, 2027, and last quarter, 20th of December, 2027. So we will see the end of whatever's happening now, end of 2027. You can go and reflect. Very interesting lunation. Yes. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen so you guys can see. Let's see. No, let's see this one. Okay. There you go. Okay. So I want you guys to see what this, what the chart looks like for this solar eclipse. I'm not, so disregard the houses because I'm using the Aries. Sorry, I'm using the Aries point, so like a world point for this. So those disregard the houses. This is just, let's see what are the energies between the planets and what is happening. So always and disregard the place. If you want to look how it affects your chart or where you live, then you have to cast the chart for the place where you are. First of all, it's happening in 29 degrees and 5 minutes. We all know that this is an erratic degree. It's a very powerful degree. It's the last degree of a sign. Every time we have the last degree of the sign, it's like a finishing. So whenever we want to finish the job, okay, you want to see what happened and finish the job. So what do we want to finish in Virgo? This is Virgo Pisces axis, right? So what do we want? What is this all about? Virgo is all about our daily routines, our habits, our diet, our hygiene, our everyday work. So it's also ruling our health. So think about what do you do first thing in the morning and what do you do last before you go to bed. You have these certain routines. When you wake up, you go to the washroom, you wash your teeth, you have coffee, whatever it is, right? Usually we have lunch at the same time. Our breakfast is usually the same. So we have this daily routines. We go to work, right? Or we work something. Even if we don't go to work, we do something that is, almost the same every day, right? So this is the Virgo part of. So what do we want to complete? Although this is a new moon, it's the last degree. So this is like a last opportunity to master Virgo part of our charts. And we're going to have like 27 months to do it. Okay. So think about that. Virgo Pisces axis is all about our well-being, not just our health, but our well-being, our lifestyles. it's our everyday living, right? So do we exercise? Are we having any exercise routines? Are we having, so think about that. That's very, very important. Virgo is very also discerning, very analytical, very practical. So Virgo wants to perfect things, to improve. So this is like opportunity to improve that area of your life, right? What what doesn't serve you anymore, it can be disregarded. You can get rid of it, and then use the things that you can actually. What can you improve? What can you make better in the next 27 hours, months? Especially in the next 6 months, is going to be very, very potent. So, what I want to mention here, first of all, who is the ruler of this eclipse? The ruler of this eclipse is Mercury. Mercury rules Virgo, and he's in Libra. And Mercury in Libra is very diplomatic, uh, very diplomatic way of conveying the message. We take in consideration other parties. We want to find a middle ground. It's like a win-win situation. Mercury in Libra is concerned about peace, about harmony. It doesn't like conflicts. So whatever we want to do, we don't want to upset anybody else. So we don't want to do anything radical, because we live with other people around us, especially the people who we share our household with. We don't want to do any radical changes that will upset them. So let's try to do this in a way that it can be harmonized with other people's habits that we live with, or our colleagues at work, right? So if you make any radical, I don't think this is for a radical change. I think this is for steady, slow, long-term change. And why? Because Saturn is opposing this lunation. So Saturn just retrograded back in Pisces. He's finishing his Pisces story. What structures need dissolving? So what kind of habits need to dissolve? Because Pisces, right, and Neptune is so close. We have Neptune, of course, at Aries point as well. You know, what do we want to envision for our future? What kind of day? Like, can you envision your perfect day, for example? And what is it made of? What kind of bed are you sleeping in? That's also Virgo. What kind of sheets? You have cotton sheets, silk sheets. Those are not, because Virgo is about details. So every detail matters. What kind of plants you have around yourself? Do you want to make room for more plants, new plants? Maybe move some. There's a lot of these things that we can think about. What kind of towels do you use, right? What kind of pots are you cooking in? Though that's all Virgo, right? So a lot of things to think about, a lot of things to change, a lot of things to improve, and to make better. Saturn will. It might feel it's a lot of work. We might feel that it's too much. We might feel it's really too much work, but it's a long-term project. Think about long-term projects, okay? Because next year, when Saturn and Neptune meet on February, end of February, in 0 degrees Aries, we're definitely starting a new life, a new cycle, globally and personally. So this is like a lots of planets are retrograde at the moment as well. So we have an opportunity to retrospectively look of and change and improve things and make it better. And we have enough time. Okay, we have enough time. So don't be Saturn opposing Sun. Sometimes you feel, oh my God, I don't have time, I'm not good enough, or I can't do it, it's too hard for me. But no, yes, you can. And 29 degrees tells you that you can. It's very powerful and potent degrees. So yes, you can. Okay. Also, what is happening? Oh yeah. So what did I put? Oh yeah. So Mercury as the ruler is also opposing. So we might feel that it's just, we could be hard on ourselves. Okay. So let's try, now that we are aware that there is no reason to be hard on yourselves, let's just put the work in, organize ourselves, and I think it's going to be beautiful. The positive aspects that Mercury is making is it's kind of it's part of this grand trine between Pluto, Uranus, and Mercury. See, this is the air trine. So we definitely our mind is going to be very dynamic, right? We're going to think that everything is possible, which it is, but we need to ground it. Saturn tells us to ground it. Virgo is practical grounded energy. So this grand trine is giving us the opportunity to think outside of the box, to transform our daily lives, to make some changes, right? Our the change, the power is in this change, right? Our mind is going to be very, very active, very, very active mind for this lunation. So we need to ground ourselves. That's, yeah. And the only thing to make room for new is to let go of something old. Okay, so you cannot put, Virgo doesn't like clutter, so you cannot put things on top of things. You need to remove to make space. What else did I write down? Oh yeah, so we have some beautiful things happening, like a kite formation, because we have ongoing mini trine, talent trine between what is it, Uranus and Pluto, and then yes, Uranus and Pluto are trining, and they're both sextiling this Neptune Saturn. So this is like a mini trine going on here, two sextiles and a trine. It's like a lot of potentials to put our ideas into reality, and of course the kite apex. See, this is the trine and the mini trine. So the apex is this, and this Saturn and Neptune. So the real release point is Saturn and Neptune. So being our own authority, taking over, and doing some action to take over, to make our dreams happen. That's number one. The thing is also, we feel like this is some kind of stability. It's going to clash with reality. I mean, our ideas and our mind is going to clash with reality. Okay, so clash with authority, clash with responsibilities, clash with discipline. Because air trines are very in our heads. Everything is here. Or one day I'll do it. Or this, it sounds good, but you never do anything about it. So it's very important that we actually act on this. Very, very important. So it's a realization of our dreams, is structuring our vision, because we think we can. If we don't act, we won't. And I can't emphasize this enough. Aries is about acting. Okay, that's good. So I think I gave you an idea in general. What is this relation about? Already the Venus is already going to be, because she's ruling this Mercury, she's going to be in Virgo as well. So there's like a double whammy of being discerning, being organized. The energy is, you see, there's lots of air and mutable air. That's Virgo. It's a very Virgo-like lunation, eclipse. So we this is definitely what we need to think about. Anything they said. I'm going to go through all 12 signs now. Let me stop sharing. Okay. So I'm going to let's do this here. Okay, let's do it. How is everybody doing? Let me know. Okay, there you go. This is my magic wheel. Okay, so Aries risings. The lunation is here, and I'm just going to put. So Mars is important. Mars rules Aries. So for Aries rising, suns or moons, I always like to do. And I'm going to pull one of my new floral petal oracle cards for each sign. I think that, we're going to assign a flower for everybody, so they can, during this lunation, maybe find that flower, have that flower around themselves, or a picture of that flower, or just essence of that flower. Let's see how it goes, right? So for Aries risings, this is definitely going to be radical changes in their everyday life, at their workplace, exercise routine, diets. There's something connections with pets as well, because Mars is ruler and Mercury is ruler of the lunation, and Mars is ruler of their ascendant, right? You have to also understand that because it's in a blind spot. So Aries and Virgo, they're in quincunx, in conjunct. So it's like a blind spot energy. So it doesn't have any connections, right? That's why this house is kind of a hard house. That's why the house sixth house, eighth house, and the 12th house are very hard, um, because from the first house, where who we are, our body, and where we have these blind spots. See, this is a position we see across, but this is like a, blind spot. When you drive a car, you don't see it right here, right? That's what it means. And the 12th is so behind, so we don't see these energies, right? So that's why those houses hold kind of a hard energy, because we cannot grasp it easily. Um, so Virgo and Aries, they don't understand each other. They have nothing in common. They're not the same modality. They're not the same polarity. They're not the same element. So therefore, there's some kind of adjustment, some kind of adjustment that needs to be done. And I think it's connected with also with partners, just because Mars and Mercury are both there. So there's like a projection on others, reflecting the everyday work. How is your everyday life influencing your relationships? Do you feel that you need to change something that can improve your relationships as well? Um, there might be some resistance from your partner if you want to change something, because you can be so impatient and you want to do it now. This energy for this lunation will be hard, because um, it's going to take time to make changes. They're not going to be overnight, and it's going to require a lot of hard work and discipline, and maybe some clashing with other people, especially here. See, so it's important that you convey your message, what you want to change, how you want to improve your life, in a clear, transparent, harmonized way. I think you're going to have a lot of challenges for this lunation, Aries, and you need to take take a step back, look at the bigger picture, um, and think about long run. Okay, think about what can you do in the long run. Um, this is something that can change. They can change your life for better, uh, if you take time to think about it. Okay, think about it, and have other people in consideration when you make changes. I would suggest that as well. I'm going to talk a lot today. I am traveling, so I have to hurry. But let me pull one flower card for you, Aries. Ooh, I pulled Lily. Lily says, "Good partnerships are made of equal amounts of positivity." Did I just talk about this? So it means there's an equal amount of effort, equal amount of optimism and positivity that needs to be put into this relation. I love this. Good partnerships are made of equal amounts of positivity. That's the message for you, Aries risings. Good luck. It's not an easy one, but you can do it. If anybody can do it, you can do it. Taurus rising. Okay. So Venus is already in Virgo for this lunation. So Venus is your ruler. So there's a lot of things happening in area of your life regarding maybe your children, maybe your creative projects. This is also a house of fun, house of sports. So I would highly encourage you to maybe start playing some sport or trying a new hobby, but something that will improve your life and your well-being in general. So we can be all stuck in the mindset um, of work, and then 9 to 5 work, because you kind of are those people who like routines, so it's easier for you. You like stability, but then you get stuck in the 9 to 5 routine, and then making dinner, and then every day is the same. So this fifth house is about some exciting new things that you can implement. Life is not just about work and eating and sleeping. Okay, life is more. And I think this is what is this telling me for you, that life is more than this. um, you can like Mercury is in the sixth house in Libra, and Venus is in the 12th, right? So like there's a way you can learn about new things, learn how can you improve your, how can you implement something new in your life that will help you with overall life balance, not just um, work home. There's more than work home. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I think it's very important. You can do some crafts. Venus in Virgo might help you start doing something with your hands, something like embroidery. How do you call that, right? Or knitting or something, something to do with your hands as well. Or building little things. Virgo likes to disassemble and assemble things. So that's another thing to think about. Because Virgo is, Venus is also here in the fifth house. It can also bring you new romance, somebody new in your life, somebody they can stay here for a long time if you give them a chance, if you don't be so critical of them. It can bring definitely some new exciting romantic things. It's just, I feel that criticism may stay on your way to happiness. Yeah, being overly critical, or just somebody might shake up your routines and you don't like it. Maybe you need something. Maybe you need somebody who can shake you up a little bit and bring you something new in your life, something that will improve your life. Give me that person, right? It can be somebody you work with, somebody in your everyday life here. Yeah, so I think this is going to be very, very nice for you, Taurus. I think it's just your inertia sometimes, of not willing to literally get up from sofa. um, can You're gonna be your worst enemy in this case. Like you're set back yourself instead of going forward. You can set back yourself. Okay, so it's important that you are the ones who are open to make changes in your daily routine, because it's very hard for you. Open to having fun, to doing something differently. This also tells me, go to just a different restaurant to try different food. I know it's a huge thing for you, but yes, you know, uh, yeah, I think love life is very, very potentially highlighted here. Let's see which flower I picked for you. Poppy. Hmm. Poppy flower. Remember who you wanted to be. Wow. Wow. This is very powerful. And this is where your creativity comes. Remember who you wanted to be. And because of the everyday life, the home life, the work home situation, you forgot maybe that there is something that as a kid, what was something that you did for fun that you maybe want to pursue now as well. I think it's a beautiful message for Taurus. As I mentioned, if you cannot find the flower to be with you during the lunation, like a physical flower, find a picture or a scent or something to do with it, so it can help you with setting intentions and just thinking of the changes you need to do. I think this is a great potential for you, Taurus. Great, great potential. Just be open to it. Okay. I love that. Okay, let's go. I'm going to be faster today. As I said, it's a traveling, so I'm going to be a little bit faster than usual. Okay. Gemini risings. The fourth house. So for all mutable signs, this is going to be highly important because it's happening in the angular houses, and angular houses are always more activated because there's external circumstances that are involved. And with you, Gemini risings is about your family. What is happening in your family? I think you're gonna maybe wanted to change your home environment, um, uh, and just because what can you improve in your home environment, because it matters. It matters how our home looks like. If it's cluttered, we can think. And for your Geminis, it's important that you think clearly, right? You're always thinking. So you need a space that is making you feel good, making you feel healthy, making you feel like you like it around you. So maybe you want to think about how can you improve your home. It's also about your home situation. It's who you live with, how are your relationship with those people. It's about your parents. It's about where you're coming from. What kind of habits do you have that you inherited from your childhood that maybe no longer serve you? Need to let them go and implement new ones. Mercury is your ruler and the ruler of this lunation, so this is definitely going to impact your lifestyle around your home. So get new cushions if that's what it is, stuff like that. So that's going to be very important. It's the ruler is in the fifth house, so this is going to indicate that if you have kids, this will involve your kids and changes the kids bring you, and maybe how you integrate your life when kids arrive, right? Or when you have kids, how you have to kind of free your time, let go of some things that you did when you have a kid, and to spend time with them, right? So there's another thing of letting go of something, making space for new. So making space for your creativity as well. Okay, what can you do with Mercury in the fifth house in Libra? Let's start play tennis or do something, or chess, right? Something that can involve other people, right? What kind of good ideas do you have? Maybe maybe you want to do some creative projects to redecorate your home. Maybe you want to have fun. Maybe you want to do some new hobby as well. That is regarding, maybe you want to do gardening, start gardening. Maybe you want to start doing your garden around your home. Like there's lots of ideas, right? That you can do. Maybe you want to start planting flowers, right? Because we have a flower for you, a blushing bride. Wow. Your intentions and heart deserve to be known. Wow. Okay. Blushing bride. I love this beautiful flower. So your intentions and heart deserve to be known. So you need to speak up what you want. This is exactly what your heart desires. This is the fifth house. You need to tell it. Mercury is there. Isn't that amazing? How this comes up. Oh my God, that is just so beautiful. So people need to know what your heart desires. You need to tell them. That's Mercury in the fifth, ruling you and this. So improving your house, your family life. Tell them what you need. Tell them, because you know how to tell them, right? You know how to convey a message. Always think about, with all this changing for these nations, everybody needs to really pay attention to other people and have other people's desires in consideration. Yes, tell what's on in your heart, tell what you want in life, but be kind and consider others. Okay, I hope you have a great home environment setting change for better. Maybe you want to move, maybe you want to just improve where you live. Yes, I think this is a very good lunation for you. Yes, it is in the fourth house. It can be, the things is because it's hidden, right? We don't see it. So you need to kind of dig deeper to I hope I'm back. I hope I didn't lose you guys. Anyway, something happened with the connection. Okay, so let's go. Cancer risings. Okay. So, of course, every Cancerian, sun, moon, and rising feels lunations every month deeply. I mean, they feel it, but when there's an eclipse, it's like a lunation on steroids. So every Cancer rising always feels the eclipses more. So you need to find a way to calm your nervous system, to feed your own personal moon wherever it is in your chart. Um, it's if you feel stressed, or if you feel that you not can handle it, it can be over the top. You need to find a way to relax. Deep breaths. So this lunation is happening in your third house. So this can be very important energy around where you live, around your neighborhood. What is happening in your building, in your neighborhood, if you're in a house, in the local communities. This can bring some topics around your siblings as well. um, Vehicles, cars, bicycles, scooters. It's the way you commute in everyday life. Where do you go? What happened? For example, I always think this is about routines. So, what do you do in your daily routines? Where do you go grocery shopping? Maybe you want to change that. Maybe you want to go to the farmer's market instead of this shop. So those kind of things. Maybe instead of this restaurant, you want to go there, this pub, that pub. So where do you buy your bread? Where do you get your milk and eggs from, for example? This is a thing to think about, especially because you're Cancer rising. It's food related, but it's about what is happening in your local environment that you need to change. Maybe you want to make space and remove some people from your life. But remember, do it in a very harmonized and kind way. Okay. This is you're very cardinal, right? And Mercury is also here cardinal. So there's going to be a call to action. And the ruler is in the fourth house, which means it's going to come. Maybe there's going to be some initiation from your family members that they will suggest how to improve these things. The third house is also maybe you want to start journaling, or start writing a book or a journal or a blog, or be on the internet, or do some things to convey your message as well. um, Maybe you want to improve the way you um, the way you talk to others. Maybe some of your family members will even mention this to you, like, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. That's very Virgo like to think about. um, I think this is going to be important illumination for you to speak your mind, to tell what's bothering you, because sometimes you can withdraw, right? So Cancers, when you have some any issues, when you're overwhelmed, when you're going through some problems, you can withdraw in your shell and you don't share that with others. But I think you need to, especially with your household members, with your family. There is a need to improve the communications with them. Instead of shutting down, maybe you need to open up. Okay, let's see which flower we have for you. I have to really feel the flower. I can't just pull any. Oh, there it is. Ooh, it's Daisy. 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 Believe and trust in happiness. Oh, I love that for you. Believe and trust in happiness. Is that beautiful? Uh, many cardinality in one's horoscope can be like a pursuit of happiness, and we always act and looking for it and trying to find it. And sometimes we just need to trust and believe that it's here, it's within us, that we can be happy, right? uh, I love this for Cancer risers, because they can be, you can be moody, you can feel that nobody understands you. This can be this. Trust and believe in happiness. Yes. Everything has a cycle, right? Ups and downs, in and outs. Uh, but what makes you happy? What makes you happy? Think about that. What makes you happy? And then believe that you can and deserve to be happy. I love that for you, little daisies. Oh, good luck. Leo risings. Let's see. This is, oh yeah, this is very powerful for you as well. We often forget that every lunation affects Leo risings as much as Cancer risings. I know it's more on Cancerians because Moon is changing signs every 2.5 days, so we feel that they're more moody and they're adaptable to change more. They're affected by the change of the moon cycles more, but Leos are also. So every time, you know, there's a proud Leo, and every time a different moon comes, they're also feeling it differently, right? So this is all about uh, thinking about how you spend your money, uh, how you gain your money, how you spend your money. It's a Taurus house. It's about your assets. What do you have? How do you budget things? Maybe it's time to implement an Excel sheet to track your expenses. Maybe you're not aware of how much you spend. um, Maybe you want to look through your portfolio. What are you what do you have at the end, right? How do you gain your income? This is also house of talents, right? So um, is there some talent that you don't use? Maybe you want to implement, improve, right? Maybe you need Mercury's in the third house. Maybe you'll need to learn something to get some kind of education or learn something to improve your talents and to use them to make money. You need to get certified, right? That's another thing. um, I feel that Leo, when Leo rises, when Moon is in Virgo, they are kind of challenged because it's coming. It's just right after Leo season where they shine, right? So Leo risings in the Leo season, they shine. It's everything about them. They're kind of center of attention. They have more confidence. They feel they can do it, and then the Virgo comes and it starts criticizing, maybe, or it's more like, you know what, you're not that perfect, you're not that excellent, you need to kind of improve this, improve that, and that bothers Leo. So how to embrace this Virgo energy for Leos is first accepting and realizing that yes, there is a space to improve. There's always space to improve. I think this helps comes from uh, knowledge here with Mercury in the third, or maybe you can get a good advice from your siblings or neighbors or from local groups and communities. Oops, I got a flower for you. Um, Maybe you can learn. Maybe you can, Mercury is also, this is an axis of um, of, of getting money from knowing. Okay, so if you think you know everything, there's no more space to learn new things. So being humble will help you with this donation, and be open to accepting that there is room to improve. Okay, especially in your finances. This is going to also shake your value system. So maybe you want to really think, what do you value in life? What are your values? What do you think it's important? Maybe you want to reorganize that. And self-worth, you know do you feel, because sometimes we think Leo is very proud, very, but they can be very insecure in themselves, right? They can be always seeking for fidelity outside of ourselves is hard. It's emotionally hard as well, right? So maybe thinking, oh, if I don't make enough money, I'm not worth it, and stuff like that. So is this reflection of you? Think about that as well. Okay. It's also great potential to make more money, right? In the 27-year cycle, this is the last way. But if you take time and pay attention to details, maybe that can help you with making more money. So think about that as well. Okay, let's see what I pulled. A buttercup. Oh, little yellow buttercup. I love it. It's a yellow flower for Leo. It's their color. Buttercup. Be ready. The best is on its way. See, the best, Leo. The best, it's on its way. Be ready. Okay, I like that. So be ready. The best is coming. I love that for this. But be also humble. And that's how it's going to come. That's how I feel it. So I love this for Leos. It's a great donation for you. It can bring lots of. You can lose money, you can gain money. So, but the Buttercup says the best is on its way. I like this for Leos. Okay, Virgos, this is definitely something that you want to pay attention to. It's happening in your first house. Uh, this is a big change in your life. First house, we think about, yes, our bodies, yes, our personalities, who we are, but it's also changing. It's impacting everything else, because if we change, everything in our life changes automatically. Okay, so this is a huge thing for Virgo risings. Think about how people perceive you. Do you want to change that? Maybe what do you want to change in your lives? Mercury is in the second house. Maybe it's connected with your finances as well. Maybe there's a, um, in your talents and your values. Maybe this is where the change lies. Um, it's definitely a great opportunity for you to start working on your physical body, exercising, making sure that you're physically fit. Um, I think I'm, as a Virgo rising, I'm definitely embracing this because I need to lose some weight. I had this Jupiter return in Cancer, and it was too much, um, to be honest. So anyway, so that's going to be very interesting. So Virgo risings, think about your health. It's also going to reflect everything in relationships in your life and everything. So um, this is a big life change for you. Like it's happening. What do you want to do about it? Do you want to okay, I know what it is. The most important thing for you is not to procran, procrastinate. How do you say it? Procrastination. I'm gonna procrastination. So yeah, that's what it is. So it's very important not to procrastinate. Okay, because this is what Virgo they do. It's not the right time. Not now. I'm waiting for a perfect moment. I'm waiting for a perfect timing. I'm waiting for this. No, the time is now, and you need to be aware of that. There's never going to be a perfect moment. There's never going to be a perfect time to do things. Remember, the Saturn is opposing it. This will take small steps, small everyday steps. The rule is in the second, so it comes from what you want to change about your perception of your self-worth, right? So it's coming from that. It's very important that you start doing things. This can change your life completely. Yeah, because this is the second lunation. Remember, we had a new moon at 0 degrees Virgo in August, and this is the second one. So this is like a double whammy for Virgos to definitely improve their lives. And I hope you already start doing some things. I hope you already started because it's huge. It's huge. This is ruling your career as well, so it's going to impact on your image, self-image, how other people see you, how you promote yourself, anything, right? So this is be really, really, and your finances. So, how do you want to move forward? What do you want to do in life? What is your life balance between work, home, and yourself, and your needs? A huge change for Virgos. I pulled gladioli. Wow, gladioli. Set boundaries well to ensure good growth. There you go. Because it's about growth. So you need to set boundaries well. And I think Saturn opposing this lunation will help you to set boundaries because you want to be out of service for others, but you need to stop saying no and think about yourself now. And that's how you're going to grow. Oh my God, gladioli. I have to get some gladioli. Definitely. Set boundaries well to ensure. This is excellent for you. So Saturn, maybe your partners will help you with setting boundaries. Oh, hi. Hi, Georgia. Yes, it's alive. Welcome. It's nice to see you here. Yes, I'm just finishing with Virgo risings for what's upcoming for the eclipse on the 21st of September. I'm talking about the energies, and I'm pulling one of the flower petal oracle cards for each sign. Okay, I'm halfway through. I have to hurry up because anyway. Okay. Venus, not Venus, Libra. So Libra rising, this is going to be in your 12th house. The hidden house is going to be hard to embrace this change that is happening. Venus is also there now. So there is a sense of retreating. It's an opposite house, right? So Virgo's natural house is here. It is in the opposite side. Oh, you are a Virgo sun. Ooh, 20 degrees, Virgo rising. Oh, yes. Yes. It's because of Neptune probably opposing it. You're tired because Neptune is opposing. And I understand I am 29 ascendant Virgo, so I hear you. So yes, it's important that you put yourself first, Virgo risings. Yeah, not others. For Libras, there is a beautiful opportunity for you to actually to sleep more. This is a good point, Georgia. For Virgo, actually for Libra risings, actually you need to rest more. You need to find a way to connect with divinity, spirituality. Think about your health. This is also mental health. I hope everything is going well because Venus is also there as you're ruling your body. So if you have any health concerns, I highly suggest that you go see a doctor, a professional, because this can be unfortunately on a bad side, something that pulls you in bed or from sickness or something. So make sure that if you feel in any way that you're not 100% yourself, you need to see professional help. I encourage you. Also do find think about how you what is your well-being of your soul. Okay, so how you nurture your soul, not just your physical body as well, because you always have a tendency to nurture relationships, to nurture relations with others, but how do you tend to your relationships with your soul? Not emotions, but soul. What does your soul need, right? So this is going to be very, very important for you. Venus is also there, so take care of your physical body. Speak up. Mercury is ruling it in the first house, so it's time to speak up. It's not time to be silent just because to keep peace. We don't want to keep false peace in situations. We want to say what's on our mind. It's very important that you get rest, retreat. Think about long-term, because well-being is taking care of our body, our emotional state, our mental state, and our soul state. Okay, so you need to think about those invisible ones, because physical, you can take care of maybe of yourself, or you understand it, or what you need emotionally or mentally. But what does your soul need? This is the question. What I pulled for you is sweet pea flower. Beautiful pink flower. The comfort of good company heals old hurts. This is so beautiful. So actually, finding a good company, finding somebody who is going through the same things, because this can really pull the old hurts out. The 12th house, the hidden ones, right? This lunation, it's an eclipse, right? So it can really put the old wounds, old hurts. And maybe so you need to find somebody. I would suggest somebody who went through the same situation as you, to help you go through it. Okay, you can do it, Libra. It's not the easiest, and but I feel that you can transcend to a new person after. That's what you need, finding compassion, finding kindness, finding sympathy, finding empathy. You can use your imagination as that fell half of imagining things. Maybe you can, doing some soul searching. Maybe you want to do a dream journal, stuff like that. Soul searching, yeah. Okay, good luck, Libras. Scorpio rising. So Mars is also in Libra here. Okay, for you Scorpios. Scorpio risings. This will impact your hopes and wishes for the future a lot. So where do you see yourself in retirement? What is the envision of that? Are you going to be healthy enough to see retirement? Are you doing now things that will make you happy when you retire? So thinking about your health now for the future. This is also about, it's an Aquarius house. So Aquarius is all about finding your tribe, finding that group of people who understands you even without you saying anything. Okay. It's about connected to people, because Mercury is ruling the 12th, who have the same beliefs as you, or the same faith to the future. Oh, so George says, I have my Chiron return in Taurus, 8th house. Yeah, not yet. Not yet. I have it there as well, but not yet. We have time for our Chiron returns. Mars is also in the 12th house. So it will give you maybe some mental disturbances, or maybe some vivid dreams with Mercury and Mars there. So some hidden enemies might pop up as well. So maybe you want to make space for new friendships and new groups. Maybe you want to think what is the future holds in a more deeper manner. This can be challenging because sometimes things we don't see can make a huge impact on our future, and then we see it after people, So because you're a Scorpio rising, and I know you have a great intuition, all of you Scorpio risings have great intuition, and you are survival people, you are survivalists. So I think, you will survive anything but rethink, who are you socializing with? Think about what is happening also on social media. Maybe you want to shut down some of your social media. Maybe you want to open a new one, make space. Maybe you want to, I don't like Facebook anymore. Maybe you want to go on TikTok or something like that. There's something like that as well happening. Like clear the decks within your friends. Then also, there's a lot of hidden things coming up. I don't know. Think about it. I'm just having a feeling that not everybody maybe is trustworthy that you think they are, or maybe you want to rethink and see who you engage with, and who you telling your secrets as well, because Mercury is in the 12th. Who you tell your secrets. That can be a situation as well. It's going to be a very interesting eclipse for you. It can reshape your life in the next 27 months. Your social life, and sometimes maybe when you realize that some of the people in your life are not as trustworthy as you thought, and you have to let them go, it makes space for a new person that needs to come, who can actually appreciate you for who you are. So don't be afraid of letting go. I know Scorpios have this problem of letting go of things, but don't have that. Don't. I think this is an opportunity. We want to improve our friendships. We want to improve our relationships with others, our social status, so social gatherings, So in order to prove it, we need to realize that it's not perfect. And this is also a Virgo issue. Virgo thinks everything, has to be perfect. It won't be perfect, never be perfect, but think about how you can make it better. And the card I put for you is Baby's Breath. What? Everlasting success is assured if you remain honest and true. Come on, you can't make this up. I was just talking about honesty and truth and being trustworthy. This is amazing. So, everlasting success is assured if you remain honest and true. So maybe you haven't been honest with others, or others. So as long as, I think, you're true to yourself and honest with yourself of what you expect from others as well, And are your expectations realistic? You're going to be good. And that's everlasting success. Don't forget that Saturn is opposing. So whatever we do is going to have a long-term impact. Yeah. So just be honest and truthful. Yeah. And everything that you expect from others, do it yourself, as an example. Okay. Sagittarius rising. Another mutable sign that is affected the most. Mutables are going to be really, really hammered with this. I'm not hammered in a bad way, but it's going to be very impacted because it's happening in the angular houses, and this is going to shook up your image in the world, your career, how people perceive you, how you want to. This is a great opportunity to see how you promote and promote yourself, advertise yourself. Um, the 10th house, we forget it's a Capricorn house. It's about your reputation. And this is highly connected with the friends and connections. It can also be connected with social networking. So this is very, very much connected. Also, how you make money from your career. Jupiter is your ruler, is in the 8th house, giving you some profound insights, right? Is protecting you from the it's helping you to go deeper and give you kind of protection, right? So sometimes you very you like to explore the world, you like to have a light, fun outlet to the world, telling stories, traveling, philosophizing. That's kind of what Sagittarius is all about. And then this is opportunity. There's this Jupiter here is telling you that maybe you need to go deeper a little bit, not so superficially, to find the truth that you're seeking for all the time. But nevertheless, this is definitely a huge opportunity to change your life, the way you're seen in the world. Okay. And because although you like to travel, you like to move around, you like to meet new people, there's a lot of happening going on, definitely with networking, friendships. I think this is a beautiful thing for you. I know eclipses are powerful. There's a Saturn here, so there's going to be maybe some restriction from your family obligations, but you need to move forward in a slow pace. So it's not about going fast, seeing everything at the same time, because you can't. You need to enjoy the journey of being respectable in your field, right? So I think it's a lot of potential for this eclipse. It's at the last degree, so you need to finish it up. You need to pay attention to details. You need to kind of see little tiny itsy bits of what's happening. Okay. I know you don't particularly like it, but I feel for Sagittarius risings, this is excellent excellent opportunity to move forward and make big impact in the world as well, because you have the knowledge, the insights you want to share with others. See, if you really want to put yourself out there on networking, social media, something, if you want to convey your message, it can help you with your reputation and with your career. So connect with others. I like this for you. Let's see what I pulled. Tulip. Tulip. You are worth what it is you desire. Ooh, you are worth. So there is a sense of self-worth. What do you desire? I know you like to desire. You always desire to travel and to meet others and other cultures and a lot of different things. It's connected with your belief system, your education. So maybe if you just realizing you are worth it. That's a good point. I like that. Yeah. I don't know. I have nothing challenging to say. I think the only thing is that because you give up before you give it time. That's the only thing that can be challenging for you, because maybe the Saturn will help you be more persistent in doing things, because it's happening in the Saturnian house. So you just need to be persistent and don't give up, because you can give up easily on things. So you are worth what it is you desire. So what do you desire for your career? Okay. Capricorns. Let's see. Let's see where Saturn is. Okay, so this lunation is definitely affecting you because your ruler Saturn is opposing it. Okay, so there's a huge impact. The ninth house is, they say it's a joy. It's a house of sun, but it's sun is, I think, at joy there. So it's a good house for having this lunation. Mercury is in the 10th ruling it, so there's a great connection about what you know, what you believe in, and how you convey this message, and how that helps your reputation in the world. I don't think, because this is a big picture, this is a vision, this is holding space for your long-term things. But what Saturn does here, it tells you that you need to do little steps by steps. You need to collect the information, you need to collect the data, you need to do little Gemini things before you go big. So yes, in order to make this thing happen, this trip around the world, let's say, this can be like, let's go a trip around the world, you still need to book literally one plane, one train ticket at a time, right? You cannot buy a ticket to go around the world. You need to buy the ticket from this town to this town, from this country to this country. So this is what that Saturn tells me. You need to make sure you do those little things. And Virgo also likes little things, right? Likes to do thing step by step. Likes to be organized. So whatever you envision for your life, you need to break it down in little phases. Little phases. I thought I heard, I think it was Frank Clifford who said in one of his articles that until April 2028, I feel, yes, because of Saturn and Neptune being in Aries, we need to take this 60 to 75 days to do things. Okay, so make little goals between 60 to 75 days. Okay, and that's how you make. So in next 60 days, my goal for let's say November 12th is this, and then you do every day to make it happen. This is what it is. Okay, so that's what I feel for you, because Saturn in the third, I know you might feel that you're not heard. You might feel that nobody understands your big vision, that you cannot, people don't understand you at all. You cannot say it, but if you just do it day by day, or increment by increment of time, people will try to see. It's like making a puzzle, right? You make one little piece of puzzle and then another one, and then the big picture comes up, right? So this is exactly what I feel you need to do. It is going to be challenging for you in a way, because Saturn is in Pisces during this lunation, and it can dissolve many things that you have on your mind. It can feel like you don't have the solid ground under your feet, and it's in the ninth house of philosophy, so there's a lot of uncertainty here, and not of you can't grasp it. So it's very important that you ground yourself, and the way we ground ourselves is when we're organizing step by step things. Okay, that's how you realize your dreams. Yeah. Okay. And think about what needs to let go. Maybe there's some old beliefs that you need to let go of. Maybe there's some old beliefs you need to let go of, and make space for you, or be open to see the new ones. Okay. Let's see, the flower I have for you is Boronia. Boronia. it says, do not fear Saturn or doubt Saturn, the new paths ahead. Come on, you can't make this up. You cannot make it. Literally, Saturn is about fear and doubts. It says, do not fear or doubt the new paths ahead, which is the bigger picture, your vision. I love this for you. Capricorns, you know what you need to do. Step by step. You have it in you. Do not fear. Many people forget because Capricorns are very persistent, determined. They're still in a polarity, the astrology, female sign or receptive sign. Okay, so they're more receptive. So they're going to feel it. So stay strong. Okay, Aquarius. I'm going to keep this. We're going to put Uranus as well, just for fun. Yeah, let's do that. Aquarius risings. This is hard for you as well, just like for Aries. Remember when I said because this energy is in conjunct, you don't see it. So the 8th house is kind of hidden from the first. There's nothing in common between Aquarius and Virgo. They're not the same element or modality or polarity. It's very hard to grasp the energy, and it's in the 8th house, which is also kind of a hidden house. So it's going to be very interesting for you to get out of your head. Remember, I told you for this lunation, we have a Grand Trine in air between Pluto, Mercury. Okay, let's put Pluto in. Pluto, Mercury, and Uranus. Let's play a little bit, okay? And you're going to feel like you know it all. Definitely you're going to have this huge sense of empowerment and knowing and feeling the new things, innovative. You need to stay grounded, okay? And the thing is, with this, because you're going to feel there's an urge for you to move forward in a faster dynamic. You need to pay. The pace is slower now, okay? And maybe there are some hidden shadow work you need to do, or having in consideration, maybe you have to have some other people in considerations, because this lunation is also happening in other people's joint money house. It's about taxes and government money and people. Did you pay your taxes? You make sure that your bills are paid, your taxes are paid. Many things you have. Make sure you have your will resolved, like already written. Like there's many things that you can do. There can be some situation from your partner's money. Like there's going to be a lot of things, restriction from the, it's a money thing. Your mind will think, oh, I can make this much money. I can make all this money. But then it's not realistic. So it's very important that you as much as you feel as much as you think that you can do it all, keep it real. Look at your finances. See how can you make it better. Look at your portfolio. Make it healthier. Health, right? Make it healthier. What do you do? Is there anything in your daily life that is impacting your resources? Okay. The 8th house is also investment. It can be, if somebody else is, like if you have brokers or somebody, if you have somebody else looking after your money, then this is the 8th house. So think about who is handling your money, who is handling that for you. All right. Saturn is in here. Don't overspend. Watch your expenditure. With this trine, I think you will want to buy the new technology. Uranus in the 5th. Uranus in the 5th will definitely will urge you to spend money on the best iPhone, the new technology thing, down payment for robots and stuff like that. Do not spend much money. Think about long term. So this is an eclipse, so it's more powerful, more potent, right? I told you it's 27 months coming. So how do you see your finances in 27 months? Increments. Remember, increments. Let's see. I pulled Esther. Ooh, Esther. The past is over. Let your true self step forward. See? Past is over. Let your true self step forward. Don't hold, because the second and the eighth house are money possession houses. Scorpio house, they are, and Taurus, both signs have issues with letting go of things, holding on to material things, especially people. Taurus more material, Scorpio more about people, holding on. The past is over, realizing that the past is over and the new year is coming. There's like a whole, you need to make space for it, okay? And let your true self step forward, and more empowered self, aligned with the beliefs, and full-hearted. Okay? Go Aquarius. It's not easy for you, but go for it. You can do it. Pisces. Pisces. What is happening with you? A lot of things. There is Jupiter here. Neptune here. Okay. Last but not least, my dear friend Pisces, this is also going to have a huge impact for you. And remember, Saturn just dipped back into your first house, so fears and doubts may occur again. Feel that you're feeling tired, feel that you need to do a lot, feel that you, oh my God, more responsibilities, I can't do it anymore. A lot of things. Partnerships are highly highlighted. Lots of things may happen within your partnerships. This is also not just romantic, it's business, it's clients. You might feel, I think the strength will come from your inner power, from your spiritual power. I think for Pisces, you feel like you sometimes you go into this victim mode because you feel you're sacrificing yourself. And with Saturn the first, you're definitely going to feel that you're sacrificing for others. And especially if this is going to impact your relationships, right? So how do you look at your relationships? Is there a vision of your relationship? Like, how can you improve it in the sense, not just improve the existing, but what the relationship means for you? How can you improve your view of what the relationships are all about? It can be also start of a new long-term relationships. It can be maybe some wake-up call. You need to keep it real. Remember, for this lunation, you need to keep it real. You cannot just escape from it all. You need to keep it real. Mercury in the 8th in Libra will give you some psychological strength, whether you know it or not. Jupiter is your ruler from the 5th house. So there's some kind of protection coming, I like to see Jupiter as protector, especially in Cancer, and nurturing from your creativity, your imagination, your arts, your music, movies. So you can kind of find inspiration from art, from those kind of things to improve your relationships. Okay, I know this can impact anything, right? Because it can also, when something is happening in their lives or of our loved ones, of people who we live in, it impacts us as well, right? So it's not just about them. So sometimes we need to be there for them. Remember, Mercury in Libra is ruling this lunation. Be there. Let them know that you are there, not as somebody who is sacrificing themselves for them, but just being in your true selves for them. It's not about doing everything for others and doing things. It's about finding the mutual. What was that first thing that I got for Aries? I think it was good partnerships are made of equal amount of positivity. I love it. So to make it equal, to understanding what equal means. Maybe there's something to think about it. What is equality? What is harmony for you? What is partnership? Yeah. Let's see which flower I pulled. An orchid. Oh, wow. Your uniqueness is always perfectly lovely. Perfectly lovely. It's such a Virgo world. Perfectly lovely. Your uniqueness. I love it. Your uniqueness is always perfectly lovely. So sometimes as a Pisces, you are so you merge yourself into the collective, into the others, into the spheres of togetherness, of being blending as well. Don't forget to be yourself. That's the message. Because you sometimes lose yourself in the collective. Step back and see who you are and who you are in others. Yeah. No, it's not a Chiron in Taurus, not yet. It's still in Aries. So yeah, it's not in Taurus yet. It's gonna be. Um, yeah, don't lose yourself in partnerships. That was my thing. Think about it. A lot of like I know with every eclipse there can be a lot of new people coming in, definitely in your life, especially with Jupiter in the fifth. It can start as romantic, so there is a connection, or maybe you're meeting somebody as well here. Absolutely, for Pisces risings, absolutely, with Jupiter in the fifth, it could be new encounters, romantic dates. This is also, anyway, a lot of things. I think I'm done. I hope you found this useful. I'm happy that I'm back, that I had opportunity to talk about this today. I'm traveling again, so you're going to see me from Halifax, Nova Scotia this weekend. Yes, that's it. I have nothing else to say. The what news do I have? Oh yes, I made an announcement yesterday. I became a board member of Astrology Niagara, a local organization. So if you want to join, become a member, there's a link below in the description. Also, I don't know what else is happening. I have so many things in my mind, but on my mind, I had a really long summer with a lot of issues. I had skin issues. Many things happened, so I didn't have time to actually come here and talk more, and but I'll be back with some interesting things happening soon. For now, yeah, see you on the next live. I think I'm going to have live next week as well, so I'm going to do this every Friday. Hopefully you can find me in the ether here. Have a great week ahead. It's a beautiful weekend ahead. Just quickly, with the moon in Gemini all weekend. Lovely. Go have fun. Go network. Go with your friends. Have fun. Enjoy this weekend ahead. It's going to be beautiful. Prepare for the eclipse season. Find space for new things. How you can improve your life. I hope you find this information useful. Thank you, Argentum. Thank you. I'm so happy to be back as well, and of course. Like, subscribe, share always helps to spread the word of astrology. And if you want to book a reading or need some insight or help, please join my website. Check my website, Jasmina Brozovich Astrology. Have a good one. Talk soon. Bye bye.